So I think just for our life's sake for now, we probably need to take the Pride Mate. Because the Linden itself is not super scary. Next turn we have this stuff. That was rude of you. Rude. So this is actually kind of funny. With Mythos here, we can make a copy of their Conclave Tribunal. And we'll exile their Conclave Tribunal. This is fantastic. Let's start taking their lands, they miss a land here. And then we'll play a Thassa. Disgusting. How's it going, y'all? Titan Fan 920. Today we're back at some more MTGA Standard. This time we're taking on quite a different deck here. This is Temur YORION. So basically what this does is this plays YORION as your companion, so we're having an 80 card deck. But it plays out like Temur Elementals with some spicy stuff going on here. So you're still doing the elemental things. You have your Risen Reefs, your Leafkin Druid, all that kind of stuff. Your Euros. 4 of Omnath here. 4 Agent of Treachery because we're ramping like crazy in this deck. 2 Thoughts to the Blanket. We're doing some cool things here. YORION obviously, gets to blink everything when it comes down. So if you can ramp up and get things like Cavalier of Thorns and Omnath and Risen Reef, all these triggers go on the stack here. If you're Agent of Treachery, you can steal stuff once again. YORION is just kind of perfect in a build like this. We have Chandra here as the main deck board wipe that only hits us one-sided mostly. And stuff like here, like Mythos of the Luna, we get a lot of mana here. So a lot of times we can use this to copy a Omnath, for instance, and then be able to have it fight and hit something there. Really interesting card. I've been really enjoying this one. Actually, it's been fun to play with. Now, there's less than 2 days left in the season. We're still sitting, I think, 315 right now. So, again, this is going to be best of 1 here. I apologize for that, but we're just going to knock some quick games out. I was going to do a tournament, but it's a little bit later than I'd like to be recording right now. So, best of 1 it is, but this is the sideboard here as well. I can't take credit for this deck. I don't recall who I found this list from, but there's been some YORION Elementals decks going down, and they've been pretty interesting. So, let's take this into, I guess, not ranked, but let's see how it goes. Let's go. Alright, so Temur YORION here against HUD Gamer. Let's see how it goes. Be on the play, we get a turn 1 Grazers, we got to keep that. We're trying to ramp as fast as we can. So, Grazer, throw down a Temple here. We will pass the turn. Scry, I think we keep all the lands we can probably find at this point, so we have the Agent in hand already. So here we'll play Druid, play your Triumph down, and send a message. So we'll have 5 mana to go next turn. Blinking this stuff doesn't really do much of anything right now, but Thassa. So as crazy as it is, I could Mythos on this Leafkin Druid. That would put us at 4, 5, 6, and the next turn we could possibly start Agent of Treachery. So I think I actually like that plan. It seems weird, but let's go ahead, do that. Mythos on, well, I guess I could just Mythos on a land, couldn't I? So weirdly enough, we're just going to make a copy of the land here. That way we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Untapped land off the top gives us Agent of Treachery down. We can steal their big old Pride Mate. No blocks here. That's an untapped land. This is what the deck wants to do. Like, they're on turn 3 right now, or we're about to start stealing all their stuff. So I think just for our life's sake for now, we probably need to take the Pride Mate. Because the Linden itself is not super scary. Next turn we have this Thassa ready to come down, start doing some things. So let's see what we got. That was rude of you. Rude. So this is actually kind of funny. With Mythos here, we can make a copy of their Conclave Tribunal. And we'll exile their Conclave Tribunal. This is fantastic. Let's start taking their lands so they miss a land here. And then we'll play a Thassa. Disgusting. Let's go ahead and play another. Alright, next game here is against Konrak. I doubt we're going to get to do that again, but that was pretty sweet. I'm glad we got to get that on camera. This hand is a little bit awkward because we have the Temples. This is all tap lands, but it's really good stuff we have in hand, so I'm going to keep it. If we can draw an untapped green source on 1, that would be really, really nice. Cauldron Familiar. Curious to see how this deck shakes up against these. Let's temple here so we can try to find some untapped lands. Man, we're just finding all. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter that much, though. Maybe we do just keep... No, let's go ahead and bottom that. We need to find an untapped land for our fourth one so we can be able to Omnoth and shoot something down. Because we should still be able to Omnoth on 3 if all goes well. The priest is in. Another temple. Mono temple dot deck. Let's play this temple here. Risen Reef. Play this Charms. We got our colors ready to go. That was weird. Glad to see they're not trying to sack stuff yet on us. That's good. Oh, all these freaking tapped lands, man. So we'll play our blocker and Leafkin Druid, and we'll play another temple. Since that's all we are, apparently. Wilt can be good against an oven, but that's a little small ball for us right now, I think. No sending a message this time. We will just keep their Grazer back. They probably have a removal spell of some kind here. Nope. Cool. Okay, so they got a Woe Strider, which is pretty unfortunate because I would like to shoot that priest down. But I think we're going to have to shoot the Locust, the Woe Strider down this time. That's actually good for me. Thank you, Grazer, for whatever it was you did. Okay, so we can safely get down. Oh my gosh, all these temples. I think we keep that. We're trying to keep all the untapped land we can probably take right now. So that's Omnoth. We'll shoot down the Strider. They don't have enough to really bring it back yet, so that's nice. So next turn we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. We could Yorion next turn. We'll have to see what we end up doing here. So that actually works out decently well for me because I want to be able to play my other Omnoth here. So let's take this trade. Because we're going to end up playing Omnoth here anyways. And if they want to do this now in sack, I'd be more than happy. So I think we go ahead and just play this other Omnoth here, shoot their priest. If they want to sack all this, be my guest. Priest down. Play a land, tapped. We'll put counter on here, try to make this Omnoth a little bit harder to kill. Pass the turn. They still have 4 cards left, but we're about to start unlocking everything and start going off a little bit, so that could be good. This is also, is this an elemental? This is God, isn't it? Yeah. Any kind of elemental off the top to be pretty good here. Another Woe Strider. Woe is me. They can get in here for 2. Another elemental is what the doctor ordered. So I think we stack this here to try to make everything really hard to kill. Let's go ahead and play another Leafkin. Play a Thassa. Kind of force their hand here at least. No attacks. In a turn, we'll blink this. We gotta get this Mayhem Devil out of here. It's just going to do too much damage. Now they can kill my Omnoth here if they really want to, but ain't happening. So now we can hopefully use this Yorion this next turn to reset everything. Ideally, we draw something like a Agent of Treachery. They have another Mayhem Devil, that's aggravating, and a Dreadhorde Butcher, also aggravating. So I think I'm okay doing this. We'll have to take 5 here. See how many things are willing to sacrifice here. Yeah, so we're probably going to need a pretty good draw off the top now. So they can do that and then sack one. They're going to sack their goat. They had a really good draw here with the 2 Mayhem Devils in their top quarter of their deck. Must be nice. Agent of Treachery can still get us back in this game, though. Another Omnoth, that can do it too. So, let's play Omnoth. Hit this. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna end up trying to wipe their whole board here. Let's go ahead and YORION away. I think we just do this Omnoth here. So we return this first, so that way this triggers and game. That's pretty sure that's not how I said to do that, but it's what it is, I guess. Alright, even though that looked pretty dire there, we still get there against them. Don't like how that stacked, though. Not cool, Arena. Let's go ahead and play another. Alrighty, next one up here is Chaser 65. This deck's pretty sweet when it gets to go on to do its thing. This hand, I think it's a keep. It's doesn't have any 1-drop or 2-drop accelerants here, but we have the Risen Reef on 3 and Omnoth on 4. Cycle on 2 if we need to. Excuse me. And it's a good blink hand with the YORION, so we'll keep it. Probably one of the less explosive hands of the deck, so maybe it's not a good one, but we'll see. Opponent has the fancy Temple of Silence, so they're better than us. I'll play this just to thin the deck out, because, you know, thinning your 80-card deck out is a big deal. Footlight Fiend, okay. Not what I was expecting. Okay, so we're going to have some... They just playing Lurrus and not putting that as their companion or something? I don't know, whatever. Let's just go ahead and... Right on time to the party is Grazer. Still happy to see Grazer here, though. We'll take that. Nice little chump blocker boy. Cruel Celebrant, okay. Mythos. So I think the play here is to play Risen Reef. So that way the next turn we can kill that Cruel Celebrant, because that's going to be what really gets us in trouble. So we'll take action on that, have that enter tapped, and then have that enter tapped, and then we'll pass turn. So as long as they don't have a super big turn here, I'll be feeling decent. Still curious of why they're not playing Lurrus as their companion, though. Neat. Neat, neat, neat. Swing in, bud. Take 2. Alright. So now we can Omnoth. 2 damage there. And a Mythos. Nice. This Mythos can start fighting down the creatures and stuff, which is pretty sweet. I don't think I care enough. Well, maybe I do. I think I do just do this. Let's make this Risen Reef bigger. We'll pass the turn here. Whoa, Strider. Whoa, Strider. Okay. And College of Familiar. So they're going to annoy us to death, but I'm liking where we're at right now. I think we end up wilting on that. Hopefully their attacks here, they still attack into it. They don't. They scared. Let's go ahead, wilt that away. Because they're just going to get a lot of value all of a sudden if they keep getting to do that. So now's the time to sack your things if you want to, friendo. Yeah, because Wolf Strider, they could almost have a combo on us here and just go crazy. Top there. Anything else? Temple. Let's play the temple first. Trigger. This deals 1 damage, anything. Don't think any of this really matters right now, honestly. Don't want another temple. I can Mythos now and have something fight there, which may be a good idea. But I think just getting Yorion down and blinking everything is probably the best way to go. We can't do both of these things, much I'd like to. So let's do that for now. You and you. No attacks from the Grazer, unfortunately. I'm sorry to let you Grazer fans down. Guess who's back? So I'm not this time. We have 2 elementals. Go ahead and kill this Woe Strider. If you want to sack some things, now is your chance, my friend. They can sack their Footline Fiend and kill the Risen Reef. Have it enter tapped. Okay, they missed their chance. Have that enter tapped. Let's get this little fella out of range here. We're in a pretty good spot now. They can kill my Yorion, but that doesn't matter too much either. Priest, okay. Well, that's going to die, so not a big deal. So we'll Risen Reef first off. Another Mythos. And another Grazer. Blech. Play Fabled Passage. I mean, we're just going to kill all these things. Let's go to combat first. Get her 4 damage in the sky before we copy this. And then we'll have it fight. This is just disgusting. And I think I want this to fight bad enough where it doesn't matter, I guess. Yeah, you just outgrind even these grindy decks like this. You can just outgrind them so much, and that was without any of our big stuff. Let's go and play one more with this, and we'll call it a day. Alright, last game of the day here against Nerds Eradicate. Let's see if we can end this off on a high note like the last one. It's a very rampy hand, so we'll keep. We got to draw into some threats, but I like our odds of doing so. I think from here I just try to play another Druid. Alright, well that wasn't much of a game. Let's go ahead and play one more. That didn't really feel like a game there. Alright, so now I guess the last game here against Fernandino Muka. They sound like a delicious drink. Playing against Lurrus, so this will be interesting. We'll see if we can keep up with them or not. Alright, opponent took 1 year to decide whether to keep their hand. My goodness. I think we'll keep a land on top for now. I think we're mostly in the business of just ramping up for now. So they play a Swamp, and glad they had to wait that long just to decide to play their Scorpion. Good job, bud. You're killing the game. Killing it. Here, we'll play Leafkin Druid. Pass the turn. They shuck in here. Cauldron Familiar. And Serrated Scorpion. Alright. Obviously block there. So we're drawing all the shock lands here, which I guess is, it's whatever, it's fine. Here, I think we're going to take less from blocking than we would from shocking. So let's just do this. Play Euro. We're going to get the Cavalier next turn, which is nice. And we'll have that come in tapped. Well, bam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll have 6 mana this next turn. Well, we don't go too crazy on us here. I'm feeling pretty good about where we're at. Dreadhorde Butcher, okay. That's one I wish we could have blocked. So, a little bit punished there for that, but still not a huge deal. We're getting to the point where we can just take that after a little while. Come on, opponent. Our opponent values their time very much. Cavalier coming down. Big booty blocker. We'll take the island. Almost whiffed. The Yorion in the bin. Let's Temple to Scry. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Honestly, Grazer's not a bad keep here because we get to just have blockers, which is nice. So, yeah, I think we're keeping Grazer on top, which is very strange this late in the game. But next turn, we're going to be Agent of Treachery and taking that Dreadhorde Butcher more than likely. Unless they play Lurrus here, then we may have to take Lurrus, but let's see what they do first. Another Dreadhorde Butcher. If they go all out here, I'm going to hit that one. Or I could let them swing with it and then just take it. That might be better. So let's block with this one. We'll go to 10 here. They're probably confused as to why I didn't block that one. But we got a plan for that, bud. Doesn't really matter here. Let's go ahead and play Agento. Thank you for your butcher. Your butchering services are appreciated. We'll play the Grazer. Sure. Just drop a land and play. Tamped. And we'll just hold back from here. Next up, I won't be stealing these Scorpions because they can do some damage. At this point, we're just looking for like a Thassa. Thassa would be incredible. We can also escape a Euro here. Be ready to roll that way. They don't have good attacks anymore. Unless they just want to suicide all their things. If they have a land, they can go Lurrus and to take something. That's what they're looking at right now, it seems. Cool. So let's kill you and kill you. And block you. Take one. Did I not block with that or something? I must have messed up. Okay, Kroxa, gonna do 4 to us. Okay. I guess I just rage quit there. The inevitability of this deck is just kind of crazy. Let's go take a look at the deck list one more time. So once again, this is Teamer Elementals. The deck's a lot of fun and it gets to do a lot of really neat things there. I think we got fortunate that one little non-game against Flash there because Flash probably just destroys this. There's just too many big things in this deck. But otherwise, you get to do some really, really fun stuff here and kind of go crazy. But yeah, this is the list. We got the season reset coming up here, and probably, excuse me, by the time you see this video, it'll probably be the Wednesday of the last season, so we'll be back in ranked after this video, so no worries there, no more this best of one bullshit. But thank you all for watching, appreciate the support and everything. Hope you all like the deck. We'll be taking this in best in 3, I'm sure. Appreciate y'all watching, let's go.